AC Milan vs Frosinone prediction, team news, lineups preview. AC Milan's malaise deepened in midweek, when they were beaten in Europe, and having also fallen off the pace in Serie A's Scudetto race, they now seek maximum points against Frosinone on Saturday. As the teams convene at San Siro, Milan have won just 2 of their last 8 matches. Meanwhile, their promoted visitors moved into the top half of the table with a dramatic victory over Genoa. Match preview. After a 4-match winless streak featuring 2 draws and 2 losses, Milan edged out Fiorentina last weekend, as a Theo Hernandez penalty in first-half stoppage time secured an overdue success for Stefano Pioli's ailing side. With Olivier Giroud suspended and other strikers either injured or short of form, 15-year-old forward Francesco Camarda also became the youngest player in Serie A history upon his arrival from the bench. But no sooner had the Rossoneri breathed a sigh of relief than their woes mounted higher. Heading into their penultimate fixture of the Champions League group phase, Milan had clawed themselves back into contention with a vital win over Paris Saint-Germain. But in the second of 3 straight games at San Siro over a 7-day spell, they came up short again on Tuesday. Slipping to last place in this year's group of death, the hosts saw Giroud miss a penalty in the opening minutes. And even though Samu Chukwueze later scored his first goal for the club shortly before the break, they slipped to a 3-1 defeat against Group F leaders Borussia Dortmund. As a result, the Rossoneri must now beat Newcastle United on Tyneside to keep their hopes of reaching the last 16 alive, in addition to already qualified Dortmund defeating PSG. First, though, Milan resumed domestic duties sitting 6 points behind table-topping rivals Inter, and having lost just one of their last 33 matches against promoted teams, only victory will satisfy Pioli's growing band of critics on Saturday. Without a win in their only 4 top-flight meetings with Milan to date, Frosinone will travel to Italy's second city this time around with genuine hope of taking 3 points back home. Although they have lost each of their last 4 away games in Serie A, the Canarini's sparkling home form has propelled them into the top half of the table, approaching the midpoint of their comeback campaign. Beating Genoa last time out, when 20-year-old Loni Mattias Sol opened the scoring and Ilario Monterisi struck a winner deep into second-half stoppage time, took Eusebio Di Francesco's side on to 18 points from their first 13 matches. In Frosinone's previous top-flight seasons, they have never managed such a haul any earlier than the 23rd match day, which demonstrates just how well the Serie B champions are adapting to life back in the big time. Nearly 2/3 of their league goals this season have been scored by players born in 2000 or later, and throughout Europe's top 5 leagues, only Chelsea, Real Madrid, Manchester City and Rennes can boast a higher rate in that regard. Indeed, without Sol's 6 strikes, Frosinone would have 5 fewer points on the board. Only Inter's Lautaro Martinez and Sassuolo star Domenico Berardi, both with 8 goals, have effectively contributed more points to their team's tally. Team news. Deepening Milan's defensive crisis, Malik Thiaw was forced off during Tuesday's defeat to Dortmund, with midfielder Rade Krunic asked to fill in at centre-back, Pierre Kalulu. Simon Kjaer, Marco Pellegrino, and Mattia Caldara were already sidelined. For a second Serie A match, Olivier Giroud is suspended, so with Rafael Leo thigh and Noah Okafor hamstring still ruled out, Luka Jovic should be offered another chance to end his goal-scoring drought. Having come off the bench in midweek, the Serbian striker hit the post but failed to find the net, and after 8 league games since signing on loan, he is yet to score a goal. Stefano Pioli at least has another midfield option available this weekend, as following a 6-month layoff, Ismail Benacer has completed his comeback from knee surgery. The Algeria international could be named on the bench. Frosinone, meanwhile, are without Abdou Haroui due to a foot injury, while Luca Mazzatelli's presence remains doubtful after he missed last week's win over Genoa. Left-back Riccardo Marchizza is also struggling with a muscular problem, so Ilario Monterisi may be rewarded for his match-winning heroics by being handed a start in the visitors' back 4. Of players who have scored more than 5 times in Europe's top 5 leagues this season, Only Brighton Hove Albion's Evan Ferguson and Real Madrid sensation Jude Bellingham are younger than Juventus-owned forward Matthias Sol, who should support either Walid Chedira or Marvin Cuney up front. AC Milan possible starting lineup: Mainin, Calabria, Tomori, Krunic, Hernandez, Musa, Reinders, Chukwueze, Loftus-Cheek, Pulisic, Jovic. Frosinone possible starting lineup: Tirati, Monterisi, Accoli, Romagnoli, Iono, Barabia, Baranecchia, Rainier, Sol, Ibrahimovic, Chedira. We say, AC Milan 2-1 Frosinone. Hit by their latest raft of injuries. And amid some woeful form, Milan could be vulnerable to a shock loss on Saturday. However, Frosinone's fortunes nosedive away from the home comforts of Stadio Sturpi, so the Rossoneri should have enough depth to take maximum points against dangerous opponents. Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.